Welcome to the Headlines. I'm Louisa Liu. Thank you for joining us. In Quake-struck Sichuan, Tzu Chi's 11th disaster relief team includes collegiate youth volunteers known as Tzu Chis. The college students are making good use of their summer vacation by serving in the disastered area.
It is lunchtime at Lingjie Middle School. Students receive lunch boxes with closed palms in a sign of gratitude. Before digging in, a Tzu Chi collegiate youth, or Tzu Chi, demonstrates the appropriate use of utensils. For those who do not quite grasp the finer details, a quick one-on-one tuition is on hand.
吃饭的时候，不是手饭是扣在桌子上的，手没有端碗。现在师姑他们教我，让我们把碗端起来吃。
Our focus this time is primarily on etiquette and general behavior. We hope they can start with themselves based on the consideration for others.
Table manners is the Tzu Chi's first lesson for the local students. Next, the youngsters must learn to wash your own bowls and chopsticks.
They used to eat outside the tents and never washed up after a meal. The idea of dishwashing didn't seem to have occurred to them. Through the lessons, we aim to socialize them with Tzu Chi's dining etiquette.
What a mission it is for youngsters, who are usually waited on by their parents, to line up in an orderly fashion for their turn to wash up.
在家里把饭吃了以后，放在桌上，尽都是爸妈洗的。到了这里，师姑教我们洗碗。回到家以后，我们会自己洗碗的哦。
From Taiwan to Sichuan and China, Tzu Chi's culture of humanities and propriety traverses the borders, reinforcing the virtue of refinement and manners, which best starts at a young age.
Lingjie Middle School is one of the 4 institutions in Sichuan for which Tzu Chi is building prefab classrooms. Lingjie Middle School officially reopened on Tuesday. The first day back was a triumphal moment for both local people and Tzu Chi volunteers.
On the opening day, Lingjie Middle School students lined both sides of the path from the main gates to the classrooms to welcome the arrival of Tzu Chi volunteers. Before the applause dies down, the school drum troupe takes to the stage. Principal Xu Kai-chun says the gesture is to thank Tzu Chi for rebuilding the school.
Today all the teachers and students are very moved, so we wanted to make the celebration more lively.
At the opening ceremony of the new school, students presented a sign language performance. Notably, all these children worked as junior volunteers at Tzu Chi's Yongxin Park service station.
We applied to take part in the ceremony on our own initiative. We told the principal and volunteers we wanted to do a sign language performance.
As the culture of Tzu Chi spreads from the service station to the school campus, the children say they feel safe and secure in their new prefabricated classrooms. Large enough to be used by 800 students, the school took a month to build and is decorated in the Tzu Chi colors of blue and white. Wang Duanzhen, Tzu Chi Foundation Vice President, makes an inspection of the classrooms.
They are spacious and bright, well ventilated, not cold and not hot.
The students here are very smart and lively. They have a high desire to learn, so they are very happy to have this school. Today we are also very happy at this opening ceremony to allow the students to go to school as normal.
Singing and signing the words to the song We're One Family, the common hope of Tzu Chi volunteers and residents is that Luoshui Township students can recover from the devastation of the Sichuan earthquake as soon as possible.
3 fresh faces have been spotted at Tzu Chi's medical service station in Luoshui Township of Sichuan, China. The youngsters are medical students hoping to lend a hand to help their villagers. On his first day diagnosing patients at the Tzu Chi medical station, third-year medical student Mei Jianguo is participating in a free clinic for the very first time.
My mom told me that she came here to receive medical treatment, so I learned about this place and how an organization has traveled from Taiwan to help us Shifang people. That's why I decided to come.
Also putting theory into practice for the very first time are these 2 nursing students.
My dad called me and asked me to come back and be a volunteer. I told him I don't think I could be of any use. He said that I can come help out here as a nursing student, and I can also learn some useful knowledge at the same time.
The Sichuan earthquake collapsed both Tzu Chi and Lingjie's houses. Returning to their hometown during the summer vacation, the two young women walked into Tzu Chi's medical station by curiosity, but immediately decided to become volunteers.
忙是很忙，但是我觉得很有意义。
Although we're very busy here, it is a very meaningful thing we're doing, helping our villagers by fetching their medicine. We're nursing students, but I'm only in my second year, and in school, I can only learn from textbooks, nothing practical.
Victims of the earthquake, these medical school students returned to their hometown to volunteer during the summer vacation, mending their sorrow through giving. Beyond Sichuan schools, homes and other public rebuildings in which Tzu Chi is now involved, it has also assumed responsibility for Buddhist temples. One of these projects is the Guanghua Zen Monastery, a 400-year-old building that was erected in the Ming Dynasty. Now, with most of it in ruins, Tzu Chi is already discussing with monks the most effective means of reconstruction.
现在也到处在倒了，倒的到处都是，两边的墙还有后面，也就是相当于说。
Though surviving unscathed both fire and war, the wooden sanctuary of Guanghua Zen Monastery did not survive this earthquake. The head of this clay Sakyamuni Buddha was knocked clean from the body, and there is much more to worry over.
Come, look, it broke a hole in the floor, and now the Buddhas are all shattered down there.
At the time of the earthquake, Master Guanghai was standing outside, watching the temple collapse. The only thing that remained of the inner sanctuary was a 1,000-armed guanyin. Of the once stately temple, there are now only ruins. The damaged icons are now tended in makeshift tents. Though in one long moment these monks witnessed the destruction of their home and the passing of 5 brethren, it was for them only a reinforcement of the wisdom that no person, however righteous, may escape life's fickle impermanence.
Come, look, the nameplate is intact, so there is still hope, and I think the housing provided by Tzu Chi is quite homey.
Besides the monks, there were also many local elderly residents here. Tzu Chi has responded to their need by erecting prefab shelter. Today, wafting from the newly mended kitchen is the smell of a fresh, wholesome meal. The monks work as before. Now missing half of their ancient abode, their wisdom is to feel blessed for what remains and to have the determination to rebuild.